Oh no. It slipped right off and tipped right off the side of the trailer. Hey friends, Dustin here. You're watching the Life of Lynn channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Guys, those last 3 RVs that I picked up at the local salvage auction and fixed up and sold went really well. And you guys liked the videos and wanted to see more about them. Now that last one, wasn't a lot wrong with it. So I patched the roof, cleaned it up a bit, and we put a stereo in it. And we sold it already. It only took about a week. Pretty impressed. So I bought another one. So we're going to go to the auction today and go pick it up. It's another slide-in pickup camper, but this one is a little different. I didn't buy an old 03, 06 slide-in pickup camper. This puppy is a 2022. Oh yeah. And it's there because of some minor damage. But the other problem is somebody stole all the components off of it. And guess what? We bought that $25 camper that still had the jacks, refrigerator, all that stuff was still in it. And that's what this camper needs. So it's going to work out perfectly. Guys, I'm getting the truck loaded up here. I got the trailer on the back. I got to strap down my 4x4s. I am charging up the battery for the winch this time, so we're not using jumper cables. And of course, in the camper, I've got all my tools. You always got to have a good socket set with you, a tool bag with various wrenches and screwdrivers, of course, little jumper clips, stuff that you can use for doing electrical and that sort of thing. I even brought the 30 amp twist lock power cable that should hopefully fit on this camper, because I can use my EcoFlow battery pack that has a 2000 watt inverter in it to power the entire camper up and power the non-existent jacks. So with that, I also brought the jacks off that camper, at least 2 of them, because I've already stolen 2 other ones for another camper we were working on. Anyway, hopefully I have enough stuff to get this thing off the ground and slid up onto the trailer where we can use the winch to pull it all the way on. Now this one's a solid flat bottom. It fits long box and short box trucks, so I don't have those huge fairings in the back that I'm gonna rip off. It's been so hard for the last campers to get. Also, it only weighs 1,800 pounds, so it's quite a bit lighter than those 3,000 pound ones. In the background there, little sneak peek, coming episodes. I had to sleep in the camper both occasions, and both of those are incredibly epic. So make sure you guys are subscribed and you got the little bell dingy thing for your notifications, because those videos are taking a little bit longer to produce for you guys, because they're that good. Anyway, I'm gonna get on the road, get to Denver. I got about 2 hours or so ahead of me and a couple hundred miles. So wish me luck. See you when we get there. All right, I've checked in on the app. I've called them and told them I was here for a heavy loadout. Let's see if there's anybody back here. Oh, gate's open. There's my truck. All right. I don't see a loader again. All right, we gotta go find our camper, folks. That's it right there. All right, I think that's it. Yep. All right, weaseled my way in through some broken junk over there. Got backed up to it. It's pretty much on the ground, but they did put that nice little block underneath there. That's gonna help me out. I can get the jacks underneath there. Get the floor jacks, jack this up, get our 4x4 slid underneath it. I might not even need to put our actual power jacks on the corner. This thing's pretty light, so I should be able to strap to our good tie down points here with the winch and just yank it on up there. Also don't have those huge fairings that are drop downs on the back of the long box models. This one's designed for a short box too, so it doesn't have all the extra hang off. So it's a flat bottom. So this one's why it was totaled. This bracket got hit, broke this jack, and it didn't even really hurt this wall. Look, all this fiberglass is fine. Just pulled the trim away a little bit. This is a 2022, guys. Got power for all your electric jacks all the way around. It's got the flush mount windows on it, outdoor speakers. This is nice. This is probably the nicest camp I've ever bought, and there's hardly anything wrong with it. On the inside, which I can't get to right now, it is, it's missing some things. Oh, the jacks are now back in it. These weren't in the photos. That's great. That's gonna save us a ton of money. The refrigerator's missing. The stove was missing. We'll go check it out here once I get it on the trailer, and I can open the door all the way though. The jack situation's really cool. Those things are $1,000 a piece, and I just saw 4 of them sit on the floor. We scored hugely on this thing. Guess what the price was? $3,000 for a $20,000 RV. We got bills to pay, folks. My job now is YouTube, so help me out. Hit the like button. Well, that didn't work. I was so close. I had it right where I wanted it. I just needed to pull the jack out of the front so I could tighten it down. Oh no. It slipped right off and tipped right off the side of the trailer. I don't even want to look at it now. Oh, what was a little work just got a lot harder. Be nice if somebody would be here to help. Well, this is frustrating. It's the only way I can figure out how to tip it back over and get it on the trailer at the same time. I'm gonna have to bend my fender back out. I don't even really want to look at the other side of this thing. It's probably real beat up now when it was just a minor little scratch I could have fixed. Well, it goes to show you guys, pay attention to what's around you. This whole parking lot slopes downhill. They had it parked kind of diagonally here. So all the weight, as you can see, I'm holding my camera level, all the weight was going that way. So moving the jack around up front, trying to get it out from underneath this thing, shifted all the weight to that side of the trailer. I tried to quickly move it over and it was a real slow, I had just shut the camera off too. It was a real slow, just whoop, thump. It didn't sound like it broke it real bad, but you know, she ain't gonna be happy no more. Dang it. Well, I got some blocks under the other side. Surprisingly, it doesn't look too bad, but the pressure of us pulling this way is gonna wrinkle that fender real bad. Also, it's front heavy because of the queen bed that sticks out that way. Didn't bring my tripod, so I got no good way to film this, but we'll set you on top of the toolbox here. Best of luck, little fella. That's off the ground now. That one's almost off the ground. We got literally a ton of weight hanging off that side. I know once we get to a certain point, that thing's just gonna wanna come and fall over. I'll just run back and hope it doesn't break everything. But I gotta get it to that point. Boy, we're on the downhill slide of that. It's I mean, the trailer is actually taking all the weight right now. The camper's not on it at all. Dang it, guys, this is a mess. A lot of the problem is we're kind of pulling from a bottom side up here. If I had the strap long enough to go all the way over to the other side and twist it up here, it'd be a lot easier, but I mean, I got a winch, I got to come along, I got a couple straps, that's all I really got. All right, guys, it's breezy. The camera keeps falling over. I can't find a good spot for it. We're most of the way there. All the way to that corner of the trailer, but we're about at the tipping point, which is terrifying. I don't know if this thing's gonna flop so hard that it bounces off this side. Hopefully not, because it's uphill. Oh man. But it's all right. We're making progress here. We turned a almost done, easiest loadout that I've ever had, which I was thinking in my head, this is the easiest, fastest loadout I've ever had. Right about then is when it tipped off the trailer. So don't be cocky, guys. Always be humble. Okay. Just thank the Most High I didn't get hurt, because I was underneath the front end when it fell over. Unfortunately, I didn't have my camera going, so you guys didn't see that part, but everything was all right. I'm gonna get a ratchet strap, maybe hooked up around maybe this back D-ring here, and then I'll pull the ratchet down to that corner, and I'll hand ratchet it the rest of the way so I'm not standing underneath this thing when it comes over. That way I'll be behind it. That's still hooked up. The winch is still hooked up in the front. I'm gonna use this ratchet strap to hopefully just bring it the last couple feet here. All right, we're close. Almost. A little bit more. Oh, there she goes, there she goes. Easy, whoa. Yeah, that just hit the back of my camper. Or did it? Did it come real close? Holy smokes. Been about a half an inch there. It's back on. It doesn't have boards or jacks underneath it anymore. It's back on. Stuff's falling around on the inside. All right, that was a workout for me, guys, and that was super sketch. Oh, hey, I pulled my fender back up with the strap that's now ruined. Gee whiz. Gosh dang, guys. Caused some damage on that one. Tires still got air, so we didn't puncture a hole in them. How's this side look? Didn't even break the window. Wow, we got super lucky. Incredibly lucky. Got humbled a little bit, that's for sure. You know, we got a little ding here. We're gonna have to take a couple thousand off for the damage. I'm gonna have to replace this whole top drip rail here and the gutters, and maybe there's a place in town that sells a decal that I can re-decal this side with and clean that up. There's no, look at the walls, there's no structural damage or anything. Didn't break the window, didn't break any of the plastic ports off the side. We just massively jacked up my fender on my trailer, and that's the part that was already messed up on it. Okay, we can still save this. All right. I'm gonna use the come along and square this thing up and pull it back so it's gonna ride even on the trailer. And then we're gonna ratchet the ever-living crap out of it so it doesn't fall off the trailer. This has been a more tippy camper than what I'm used to. Maybe the lighter weight ones are a little bit more top heavy because you have all this weight up here with the queen bed, and you have less weight at the bottom because that has less, you know, structure without all the long box stuff that usually hangs out back here. I don't know. Yikes. Whoo. Okay, well, I'm gonna strap this down and get out of here. Whew. I'm tired. I hurt. I need a cold beverage and about 14 Advil. But it's back on the trailer, not tipped over on the ground. Doesn't look too bad. I still have yet to crack the door because I couldn't get into it when we first got here, and I still haven't seen the inside. So I'm just going to pretend that everything that's broken is because it was that way when I got here. Sure. Why not? It's all strapped down. Got the ratchets on there. Have you ever seen this trick where you roll them up like this and then you twist it and it tightens on itself? My wife actually taught me that, and gosh dang, it works good. I got all the tools put away. It's strapped down at 6 different points. It should stay. It's no longer touching my camper. It's got a good 8 inches now. Straight. Let's go look at the inside and see what we bought. Well, we had a nice view of the roof when I was on its side. So that's good. That guy still works. Ladder's still solid. I don't think we damaged anything up here. Sometimes when they tip over, the air conditioners are so heavy they rip off with part of the roof, but that's not the case. Door still opens, okay. I thought the door was broken for a second, but no, it's got the pressure hinges. So these doors kind of stay wherever you leave them because there's tension at the hinge. So that's cool. We did get a set of keys. The jack's flying around is what I heard. And they damaged the door when they went plop. Gee whiz, that's a bummer. Oh, one flew up and hit the cabinet. Great. Oh, that's a big bummer. But we did get the jacks. Let me get those back down on the floor real quick and then we'll finish exploring. Got the jacks back down on the floor. They did do some damage when they went flying, as they should, because they're like 40-pound pieces of metal with metal feet and motors on them. Jackknife bed, everything seems to be fine there. That's working, windows aren't busted. Did know that the speakers are missing, so we gotta throw some speakers in there. Air conditioner, doesn't look like it's moved. That's good, ceiling's not cracked. We're just gonna have to do some cabinetry work, it looks like. I was aware of this, that the microwave was missing, and the stovetop, and the furnace, and the battery and water pump, and the fridge were all missing. But I have all of that sitting around, so we should be able to repair all this, no problem. Queen bed loft, tuck-in storage area. Looks like somebody had some of their own TV mounts up here. TV's obviously missing. This stuff's fine, it's just an access panel for the wiring. Tacks back on there. Looks like they left the stereo, so that's good. This cupboard is, I mean, that's a bummer, but that's just particle board. We can just replace that with something different. Oof, did bend that up a little bit. Maybe we can bend that back out. All the controls and everything are still here. Took a little bit on that corner. Maybe we can put a little corner trim piece around there. No big deal. Cover for this panel is right here. Looks like all this stuff is still there, so that's good. I did notice the water heater is also still in it, so that's a plus. We do have the jack controller and paperwork. That's good. Sunshades, all that stuff's all still in here. I mean, this thing is only 2 years old, guys, so I'd expect it to be in fairly decent shape. There's a cup holders missing, I don't know. Let's see the bathroom. Yeah, let's replace this door or just take it off and it's just going to be a curtain. Oh, there's the other jack controller. It's there, plugged in. Everything looks okay up here. No cracking of any kind that I can see. Everything looks pretty decent. Floors look nice. This piece, I believe, is that's the piece that covers up the water pump and battery area there. Okay. It's not bad. Little fix up. We added a little bit more work for ourselves, clearly. But overall, this is a really nice camper. Like I said, these things are going for $20,000. We got it for only $3,000, so that's a heck of a deal, even with the extra work that I've created for myself. I don't think we're going to be in too bad a deal. Would love to keep it, but just not in the cards. Everything's fine, guys. I'm going to go get a water. I'm going to get my truck. I'm going to drive a couple 100 miles back home. Wish me luck. Well, good news, everybody. Instead of anybody ever coming by to help me or get this thing loaded up, I did stop by and shut the gate, and I actually locked it this time. Look at that. I guess I'll call them again. Maybe somebody come down here and let me out. Good morning, friends. I'm home, back on the windy plains, and it's windy again. So we're gonna try to film inside here, but made it back without incident, which is nice. As you can see, it's really not damaged at all. I got some scratches to take care of up here. And I'll replace that drip rail right there, and it'll be fine. Like, structurally, this thing is perfect. Okay, important thing to note is tomorrow it's gonna be like 27 degrees in the morning, and that's freezing. That's pretty solid freeze. So I gotta winterize this thing real quick because I don't know if it's been done. And that's the thing with the auctions. You start getting into the wintertime, these things could have been left full of water and they sit there at the auction through the winter. It is going to break every pipe, the water heater, the faucets, the water pump. It's all gonna be cooked. then you're looking at thousands of dollars. So I'm going to winterize it real quick. Plus, that gives us the opportunity to see what works. All right. In the wiring mess here, obviously our battery's missing, but you can still hook these things up to power, and our power converter, which they did leave, should power up our 12-volt circuits. So all this stuff here, pretty well labeled. Negatives, positives, I think all those go to the battery. So that's good. I got some stuff up here. Don't know what that went to. Down here, I believe this is the charge controller for the solar. Let's see if I can test that. Yep, 22 volts. Okay, so that goes to our solar panel on the roof, which is still there and hooked up, so that's good. Not sure why they'd steal the solar charge controller without the panel and everything. So we're just gonna leave that like that for now. We'll get a new solar charge controller for it. Looks like the rest of that stuff's hooked up. This is where our furnace was. So that's gonna be our 12-volt lead for the furnace motor. And then that's clearly from the thermostat to kick it on. And nothing in there outside. Okay. What else we got? Up here should have just been the microwave. Got a weird random ground, but that's all disconnected. That's fine there. And over here on the fridge, that should also have a 12-volt lead. Okay, and those are laying right there. Fridge is pretty simple. Should just have these 12-volt lines, a propane line, and a 110 outlet hiding back there. Probably would have been a 3-way fridge, but like I said, I think we got a replacement here. And I think we're going to make it pretty cool. We're going to put a chalkboard front on the fridge that we're putting in there. And then I'll do a chalkboard front on this piece right here. Just pull this centerpiece out, put that on there so you can like write what's in the cabinet or something. That'd be pretty cool. And then we'll get a new convection microwave oven there. And, just a regular cooktop. So should be able to bring this thing around. Finding some of the bolts. Clearly they use this thing in the mountains because there's pine needles everywhere. So none of our wires are touching each other. Let's go plug this thing in and see what happens. All right, tanks are empty. That's good. Water pump works. Sweet. Lights under here. Lights and fan. That all works. Lights are still good over here. Let's see if the remaining speakers still work. Ah, okay. Found a station. It works. All right. So, we do have some things that work around here. Let me go get some antifreeze. Did find the water pump back there. And we do have a winterization kit on here, which makes it real easy. Just set a jug down there. Dip the tube all the way down to the bottom. Then when we turn the water pump on, that'll go into the feed side of it. Winterizes the water pump and then starts putting it through all the lines. We do the cold side first. Once that turns pink, we switch it to hot. And we just go through all the appliances until it's done. Let's, nice lights in here, by the way. These LEDs are quite bright for how small they are. Turn on the water pump. Oh, it's pulling some down. Where's it going, though? Alright, good solid pink. Oh, my hair running out somewhere. We gotta go find that. This is also a good way to see if we have any leaks because it's gonna pressurize the water system. And if the pump shuts off, then we'll know that it's holding pressure. Ooh. I just turn it on full blast now. I'll tell you what, don't forget your outdoor showers. Outdoor shower. That's winterized. All right, here's our water heater. Let's make sure she's pink. All right, good deal. We'll leave that open after we're done. That'll allow the antifreeze to drain out and be replaced with air, which, you know, air doesn't freeze. That's even better than the pink stuff. Cold. All right, solid pink. We'll go over to the hot side. Let it run for a second. Also, that's going to go down in the traps and winterize those. That seems solid. Toilets are super sensitive. So we want to make sure we do those very good. All right, nice and pink. This thing might have been winterized, but it's always good to double check. Oh yeah. There we go. Pump is still pressurized, but it shut off, so that tells me you don't have any leaks anywhere. So that's great. We're gonna shut the pump off, drain this stuff out, and she'll be ready to sit while I do some repairs and get everything taken care of in here. All right, friends. Well, that's it. Looks pretty functional. Everything that's still here still works, and you know, it's not too damaged. I can clean this up, fix the things that it needs, and replace the things that are missing. Shouldn't be a problem. Comment down below. Let me know, do you guys want to see the repair video on this? I know a couple of the other ones you guys said, hey, it'd be cool to show us the repairs too. So let me know if you guys would like to see that, and you know, I'll shoot another video on this. But I do have a bunch more content that's all lined up. That I had some crazy adventures driving across multiple states to pick up stuff that didn't run, and you guys are going to want to stick around for the motorhome that I brought home. It is wild. All right, so that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for coming with me today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the like button and drop a comment. That helps me out a bunch, and I do appreciate it. So God bless you guys. I will see you in the next video.